Hello everyone, I'm Force McFreelover and this is Speedplay Horselords number 13. We left off with our armies raving through Scandinavia. We, however, are facing a lack of troops. So we're going to go ahead and build the single largest group of men we've ever built at any one point in order to just get this massive soldiers to just help us very expediently, or I guess to help expedite, I should say, our process of just taking over all of the areas left in the northeast. Now, at this point, that's going to mean just making a massive group, around 40,000 men. That is only half strength. It'll double up in size. And from there, we will just move these men up along the border. We are technically at war with Poland, however, we're not actually at war for anything of theirs, so we're going to stay out of their lands for now. Hopefully make peace with the person who called them in, and then declare another war against them. At any rate, everywhere else is just going incredibly in our favor, as we are just making peace very quickly, taking over all of their lands and just going forward. We've managed to peace out with everybody, so we will be at peace with the Poles, so we can declare war again. However, there is a massive rebellion. It is one of those people's claim wars, so they're going after their claims. They have a huge host of men. They demolished that first army we had. There's no way of getting around that. At any rate, we have to deal with these massive armies just roving towards our forces. It's going to be the same plan as always, in that we're going to get everybody as far away from that as possible. Everyone needs to just focus entirely on escaping, and we will just deal with the issue later. I send our massive mercenary army up, and like every single mercenary army, I'm starting to realize, it just gets completely demolished. On the bright side, that means there are fewer mercenaries for our enemies to use against us in the future, as they're pretty much all dead now. We continue to pull our forces back, hoping to gather enough strength to deal with this. After seeing the mercenaries get completely demolished, I'm really not too enthusiastic about fighting them on my own. Now it looks as though they're going to just come in and demolish that stack. We just disbanded right then and there instead of fighting a battle. That would just be an obvious loss. They follow to attack a major stack of ours. We reinforce and demolish them, which is great news. So with that done, we still have 2 to go. They won't accept peace yet. Worst case, well, at this point we're pretty much set. The only thing we really have to worry about is attrition, which could be a very significant issue. You'll notice we don't have very much in the way of manpower at the moment. It always seems as though these massive stacks show up just after I use our manpower to build armies. At any rate, we engage them in another battle, defeat them, make peace, and end their little claim war. Or I guess the opposite of little, their massive claim war. At any rate, moving on. We managed to just split our armies back up. Poland, I still want to declare war on, however now they're being occupied by somebody, which means that it'll just be a humongous mess. At any rate, I still just don't want to go to peace, and this really is the best place we can go. All of Russia is just a terrible mess. We go ahead and declare war on Poland. We'll go ahead and just move forward a bit. We move our armies in. Now, I'm not exactly sure what we should do about all of these areas controlled by another power. We're going to just go ahead and keep declaring wars. Unfortunately, our Khagan is dead. Long live the new Khagan. He is Germanic of faith, interestingly enough. And, well, he doesn't have enough concubines, so let's go ahead and just start trying to get him geniuses. That's always the first order of business, to try to prevent the loss of the Khaganite because of any sort of lack of an heir. And with that all said and done, we go ahead and change up our council and pass a new law. We go ahead and give a sky burial to the old Khagan and just try to smooth things over with all of our various clans. Now you'll see most of them have already joined us in being Germanic. Not everyone has it exactly. We go ahead and get a golden tomb for the old Khagan, which is much better than a sky burial in my opinion. And just like that, we move forward. We are now a massive Germanic thing, but that will not save the Germanics around us. We go ahead and continue to feed our sub-clans' lands to avoid any massive clan revolts, and just continue moving our armies forward. Now we declare war and take over most of Mazovia. Hopefully we'll be able to annex them very shortly, and they'll hopefully be in charge of the invasions of Poland. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear to be the case. So we're going to just have to wait awkwardly on the sideline. And actually it looks as though the Polish occupations have just lifted. So no more waiting awkwardly in the sideline. We can just go ahead and begin taking over all the remaining Polish territory. And from there we'll just begin to move forward. Now we do still have a lot of Finland. We make peace with the other state that we were at war with in the north. We'll have Finland in just a moment. And just like that, there we go. You'll notice that these provinces are all insanely low development, which is really great news. We go ahead and continue to feed lands to our sub-clans. We're going to just give away all of the Western Empire at one point. We declare on Estonia, and almost there we go. We have gotten rid of all of Spain to the Bassarids, and we will continue onward. We begin pulling our forces south. We'll declare on Estonia and just move into their territory. And now we've essentially got Poland entirely under our control. They do have an army roving around, however, now that we've made peace, it doesn't matter. And yeah, so these provinces are all insanely low development, which means the Infernal Columns won't have to stay on them for really any time at all, which is great news because, well, just frankly, it'll allow us to move forward into Russia even quicker. And as soon as we're done with Russia, we'll be able to move into India, and that will be the very last thing that we need to take care of before, essentially, we have pasteurized the whole world. So this is really just one stop of 3 remaining, and it's already nearly done thanks to their incredibly low development. Now we do continue to go ahead and just attack any states that aren't a massive disaster, continue to feed our vassal, our sub-clans, their lands, and we attack, unifying hopefully our entire control over the Baltic Sea. We will never have to worry about being raided, although admittedly we never really had to anyway because all of our lands were pasture. So with that all said and done, we do go ahead and annex them. They, likewise, have very low development, somehow slightly more than Poland, though, which might make them take a little while longer. At any rate, we just continue where we've been continuing. We have a massive, massive problem, though, that we're going to have to deal with, and that is just the complete and utter terrible nonsense that is everything going on in Russia. So, declaring war and taking that over is going to be quite the ordeal, and I hope you join me to watch it. Thank you very much. Please like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day.